Uh, hey, hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nandi Wong. I'm an fan engineer from Kintohub, and also I am a community member of GCOVHK, and also I am one of the contributors from wars.vote4.hk and also vote4.hk. So before I start the today's section, I would like to introduce our team first. So our team is a group of HK people. Some of us met at the hackathon organized by GCOVHK, and also some of us met each other from the Loop, which is a meetup organized by the Stations for Open Cultures. And some of us actually joined from the console log from our website, which is we put a hidden message there, and some developers they see that and then they join our Telegram channel. So for today's section, I would like, first of all, some story on Work4HK and what we actually learned from the experience behind that. And also we will share our journey on how do we develop the wall store Work4HK, the website itself, and also how do we build it. And finally, if the time allows, I would like to share a little demo on GitHub template, which is Gatsby.js template, which allows developers can easily deploy their website from scratch. So first of all, the Work4HK, this is an open source project, which is a website which kickstarted at April last year. So the website itself is we're trying to provide an information website that for the district council election last year, we would like to show some of the information about, like for example, the candidates, their bios, their stands, and moreover, we are trying to show some historical data for the constituencies, such as, for example, the populations and what were the votes stacks, etc. And for this project, we actually do another feature that is we are trying to show some real-time vote stacks at the election date, which is we do the feature with another information website, which is hkfetch.io. We are trying to do crowdsourcing, real-time crowdsourcing from the vote station. So for the candidates, for the citizens that after they finish their vote, they can use on the vote station. There is a form that reveal the vote stacks, the latest stacks, for every 30 minutes. So we would try to acquire the data from the citizens, and they submit the data using like Google Forms. So, and then what happened? First of all, the website is pretty much slow. So the website is still available. So you can just go to the work4.hk and then to experience the slowness of the whole website. Some of the pages are super slow. For example, it takes like 2 or 3 seconds or more to load the page, because we're trying to use GraphQL to fetch the queries, and some of them are too huge. And also, we have experienced some downtime for the website because this is a React web, and we are trying to fetch the data real time, and the query itself is too large, and somehow it breaks. At that moment, we were having some blank page or even some 4.4. So the main reason behind that is the traffic we totally underestimated. Because on that day, the peak CTU was like 5,000, but this is not like a huge number. But the problem is we do not have enough resources. We have just limited resources. We are trying to use some free open source stuff to host our website, and turn out that it's not enough. So this is the whole architecture of our system. So you can see that because we have a sponsorship from stations for open culture, which is from Azure. We host everything using the Azure Kubernetes service. So we have a Google spreadsheet that allows our volunteers to input the data for the constituencies and also the candidates. And then we have some Node.js script that to know the data and then to use some GraphQL mutation to insert the data to the database. The GraphQL engine we are using is Azure, which is a comprehensive tools frameworks that allow us to rapidly do the GraphQL stuff without building the schema or building any codes. So we just provide very nice GUI, and then we just define our schema there, and then everything is fine. So Azure is using PostgreSQL as a database. So that means the whole stuff is just organized in AKS. So at the very beginning, we do not have any gateway and also the cache. We are just GitHub page, which is our front end is built with React.js, and we deploy it to the GitHub page and just get the data using the GraphQL directly using the GraphQL engine provided by Azure. The problem there is because the engine itself is just resolve the GraphQL queries into the SQL queries. So it's like touching the database directly. So if you have some backend knowledge, you know that this sounds scary again. So the problem is at some point we realized that the performance is not good because we were doing many huge queries. And then we just introduce caches from like using the Cloudflare workers. And also we have a gateway to catch the result with Redis. So somehow it works, but on the election date, and then we found that it may break sometime because if like 5,000 CTU and they are trying to fetch some data that does not exist in the system, that means that with the cache is not enough. So the problem is there, and then what we actually learned from the experience of the whole project is, first of all, the GraphQL itself is an awesome tool. So we are using GraphQL to fetch the data from the database directly. So that means that we do not have any backend engineer, we do not spend any resources on the backend. So it really speeds up our development a lot. Especially we change our UI quite frequently. But the problem is that we should optimize our queries at the very beginning, because when you realize that the problem is there, and then it was just too late for us to clean the queries. And also we should maintain the code quality. I remember that after because the project was started at April, and then like on June or July, we start to feel that the pain of having the bad code quality, the code beginning to smells. That means the onboarding cost for the new developers is getting high, because if you are going to join an open source project and then you see the code doesn't sound good, and probably may stop you from like joining the communities. And also we should have some plans for like horizontal and vertical scaling at the very beginning. But the problem is we do not have much resources on that, so we need to be very careful about how shall we just plan about the scaling. So that was quite a lot of painful experience on the wars.vote4.hk, and then we learned from that. And after for the Leaks project, we are quite happy with the stack and also the experience we got. So this is the timeline of our wars.vote4.hk project. So remember this year, it's on the 21st of January, there was the first confirmed case of COVID-19 in Hong Kong. And on the 26th, project initiator, Brian, he asked a question on our previous wars.vote4.hk channel, Telegram channel, to talk about, because he found that the information of Hong Kong is a little bit messy, and the information from the government is not enough for the citizens to know the actual situation. So he asked in the Telegram channel about why don't we just start our website or a project to show the information. And on that date, we kickstart the project. And after 2 days of development, so we I remember it's like 11 p.m. or what. So we do our soft launch. That means we were trying to share the website to our friends on Facebook and also WhatsApp, and that's it. And we didn't expect that after 1 day we reached like 1 million users. And on that day we on the 20 live we add a feature of supporting the English version as well. So this is the actual statistics from Google Analytics. So you can see that on the day after the launch is like almost 1 million users. So within that 2 days, what feature we have together with the launch, we have SEO. This one is pretty much supported by Gatsby JS by default. And also we have the Google Analytics, we have social sharing such as Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp. We have the CI/CD pipeline setup. We have multiple data scrapers, which is cron jobs running on Cow. And also we support English. And we have a CMS, which is just Google Spreadsheet. We have our dev environment and we have our production environment. And we support the website we launch can support up to like 20,000 people at the same time. And the most important thing is the whole stack is completely free. So this is some features we have of our website, but definitely this is not the UI that on the first launch. This is a quite recent layout done by some talent designers and also the developers. So our wars.vote4.hk project, compared to the previous project, we have some pros. For example, which is much cheaper, like near negative infinity, because it's zero cost. And also the time is almost zero, except there's some still problem we had before due to some little downtime. And also we can withstand a high volume of traffic, like 20,000 people. And the whole project, we have more developers and also volunteers are involved. So, and then here comes to another question. How do we actually achieve the development cycle within 2 days? So this is it. The first of all is like, because that 2 day was the Chinese Lunar New Year. So that means that on that day they can fully contribute to the project without any like going to work and do it in their rest time. So you can see that the commits is like we are doing it full time. And also, of course, about the technical stack, we have chosen a very decent stack that allow us to do the stuff. So first of all, we chose Gatsby as our framework. So because on the previous project we are using React, and switching from React to Gatsby is easy because Gatsby itself is using React as well. So Gatsby itself is a static website generator to help you that if you write the React code, then it will generate the static files like the index.html and also the JS files. So turn into a static website means that you can serve the whole website with like Nginx or what to withstand high traffic volumes, and the speed is very decent. And also we are deploying our whole stack on Kintohub, which allow us to support the very native CI/CD pipeline with ease. And also the important part of that is we have a schedule build, which allow us to build the Gatsby website every 5 minutes to scrap the data from the Google spreadsheet and to trigger the build. And it is hosted on Kintohub as well. And also, yeah, as I mentioned before, we chose to use Google spreadsheet as CMS because it was easy to use. Everybody like almost know how to use it, and so it's decent and allow many people to do it at the same time. So it's super convenient about if you are trying to do some crowdsourcing stuff. And also we have some quant jobs running on Kintohub. So every data scrappers, they are running on Kintohub, and they try to scrap the data from different sources, and then they upload to the Google spreadsheet. So maybe let me do some advertisement first. So for the Kintohub itself is a developer platform to aim at to align the team to ship, debug, or operate full stack apps on the cloud with it. So to be simplified, it was Kintohub itself is trying to abstract the complexity of Kubernetes. So this is what our stack looks like. So you can see that we have multiple data scrapper here, which is written in different language. We have Python, we have Node.js, and they are trying to fetch the data from different sources. For example, CHP, immigrants, and also hospital authorities. They're trying to scrap the data, and then they like on a per hour, I remember, and then they scrap the data, and then they put it into the Google spreadsheet in a good format. And also at the same time, we have multiple volunteers that to input the data to the Google spreadsheet, and we have the schedule build scheduled for 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, we will check to build the Gatsby website, and then we will launch. It will build a Docker image that is hosted on Kintohub that is a static website, and which is backed by the Calfare as well. So the whole stack is pretty simplified compared with our previous version on the wars.vote4.hk. So this is how our project looks like on Kintohub. But the UI I'm showing is on the previous version on Kintohub. Right now we are under rapid development on another version of Kintohub, which is more easy to use. So you can see that we have some cron jobs. This is not all the cron jobs. We have another workspace for the cron jobs. So this is only about the AE waiting time. And also we have the cron job for checking the bill. We have some cron job scrapping the data from the quarantine list. And this is the website we built. And this one is the data on the Google spreadsheet. It's only one of our spreadsheet. I guess we have like more than 10 Google spreadsheets. Each of them is serving for different purpose. So for this one, it contains about the case details. For example, you can see that this is the first case confirmed on 23rd. Yeah, and you can see that we have multiple fields which allow us to localize our data. So so that's pretty much my journey on the wars.vote4.hk and the wars.vote4.hk. Right now I have a repo for the Gatsby templates that trying to get use of the experience we had in the wars.vote4.hk and to generate a campaign that allow the users or allow the developers to rapidly start up a Gatsby website. So I'm trying to have a Gatsby template that support like basic stuff, SEO, and also by default the template itself contains the CI/CD configuration files, such as the GitHub actions for linting and also the build validations on PRs, and also trying to deploy the website using Travis CI, and also some basic localizations set up, and also it support the Go spreadsheet. So it's time. Let me share my screen to the template. So this one is the template itself. Right now, I will try to use this template to build the website. I hope I can do it within 10 minutes. Okay. First of all, you need to use the template, and then let me do that. So this is the GitHub template function. Then I set up a clone. It's like I fork the repo, but just use the template. And then the file is there. The CI/CD pipeline is already there. So you can see that there's some GitHub stuff and also the Travis stuff. So right now you can go to Travis CI and see if you have the project synced. Yeah, it's there. So by default, you cannot like do the setting here. The very beginning of the I guess this may be a bug, but right now I just refresh the page. Yeah, so the settings up here. So because you need to build and deploy the website, you need to set up some GitHub token to allow you to grant the CI tools some permission to push something back to the repo. So it's called a GitHub token. They are in the README file as well. But right now, what I need to do is I need to create a personal access token that allow to give out permissions. So you just go to the GitHub and then go to settings. You can see the developer settings. There is a personal access token. So right now you can create a new token. So this one is OS. Call it OS column. And remember to grant the repo access. So here you can see the token. So this token, you can never review it. So what you can only see the token here. So if you refresh the page, it's gone. Well, the only way to do is to generate a new one. And no worries, after the demo, I will remove the token. So yeah. So here, and then you paste the token here. So this is the GitHub token, and then you paste the personal access token here. Edit. That's it. So you need to cancel the build because that build without the token will fail. Restart the build. Yeah, this may take a little while. Doesn't matter. I will go back to the repo itself. Yeah. So I think compared the Travis, because why I do not use GitHub Actions to compare to the Travis CI, because for the Travis CI there's little pros maybe is that you can restart the build. Yeah, which is the GitHub Actions don't support it now. So right now I can go to the template itself to give you some idea of how it works. Wait. Yes. So this one is the configuration of the Travis. Actually, you can, if you want to go to more in depth, they can say even support like custom domain and also pushing the code to another repo. But maybe too advanced for the current showcase. So I want to show you how do I fetch the data from Google Spreadsheet. Yeah. So right now, this is the code for Gatsby. So right now you can see that we hack up the Google Spreadsheet here, which is a public Google Spreadsheet. And then we trying to fetch the data there and then name it key value. So what does it mean is that we fetch data from the Google Spreadsheet and then put it into the nodes in the Gatsby itself, it's trying to have their own GraphQL template that are used to query the data using GraphQL syntax. So I named the data from this Google spreadsheet is key value. And you can see that if I go to the index page here, and I am trying to fetch all key value. Yeah, this is the name I just added. And the key equal to username, and then I get the value for the Chinese one and the English one. Wait, let me show you the Google spreadsheet first. Yeah, that's it. So this one is very general key value stuff. So we have the key, we have the value, which is localized. We have the username and the value here. So if we build the website, and then it will fetch the data here and then generate the GraphQL nodes. And then in the website, in the source code of your repo, and then you will show the data there. So if it is deployed, I just forget to start the build. Yeah, doesn't matter. Maybe let me show you the Gatsby template. So after, if you the website, if the template the repo setup is fine, and then you just go back to the repo. Go to settings. It's not yet built. Never mind. Let me go to the template repo. So this one is the same. So after you build to your repo, you can see that your GitHub page is ready, because the source code itself is trying to push the traffic itself is trying to push the source code, the build the Gatsby, and deploy them to the GH pages branch, which is for the GitHub pages. So, and then you can go to the the GitHub pages, and you can see that, oh, the website is there. And also because this one is support the localization, if you type DN here, and then you will go to the English version of the website. Yep. So because we don't localize any other words, we just localize the values here. So if you are going for bilingual, you may need to have some extra work on modifying, templating every words. So let me get back to here. Yeah, we may still take some time. So anyways, that's pretty much it. The repo is here, and because this one is still, I'm developing on it, so it's welcome everybody. If you have any concerns about the repo itself, or you want to add some things to just create a PR, I'm open to it. And here I attach some of the useful link here, so that in the future, if you get to get a PPT, and then you can go to the websites. Okay, pretty much that's it. And finally, I would like to have take this chance to thanks for all the volunteers for our wars.vote4.hk project, because as a developer, we like building the whole website without content is useless for the situation. So the volunteers, they are trying to put their efforts on, like they are doing their things every day to scrap the data, to listen to the call every day, and to get the data, and to modify the data in the Google spreadsheet to maintain the website, maintain the contents. So really appreciate for them. And that's it for my presentation today.